my channel. My name is Stephanie and I do reviews on clean and conscious beauty about once a week here. Unless I forget to edit a video and upload it on time, in which case sometimes it's more than 1 week, but then in that case you might get double the videos. But anyway, if you like clean and conscious beauty, please subscribe and thumbs up for more so I know that's what you want to see and what the brands that you want to see more of. Obviously from the title of this video you know that this video is all about Fitglow Beauty, the makeup I have on today, with the exception of foundation and a couple other pieces, is Fitglow. So my face color, the lip, and the eye are Fitglow. So I'm really excited to talk to you guys about this because this just came out like so pretty, so effortless, like a very Stephanie look. These are the colors I use the most. These are like the way, I don't know, I just am very happy to try this brand. So a little bit of background on Fitglow and me. So I got into clean beauty about 2.5, almost 3 years ago now. It'll be 3 years in August. And Fitglow was one of the first brands that I heard about, talked about on YouTube. A lot of the bloggers were comparing the Fitglow concealer to like a clean version of Tarte Shape Tape, which was my favorite concealer. But I'll be honest, the price tag of Fitglow's concealer was staggering to me. And I'm not somebody who shies away from pricey makeup, but still, I just didn't understand, like, wow, like, this is expensive. And then over time, I then heard a lot about their lip serums. And again, those, like, I would go on the website and those looked expensive. And I explored a little bit more about the brand. I know they had like a very popular mascara. They have a very popular mascara in the clean beauty world. Haven't tried that yet. And they have foundation, they have eyeshadows, blushes, things like that, and they also have eyeliner. They have pretty much all the makeup you can think of. Plus, they also have a lot of skincare. So when I did a little bit of a deep dive into the brand, I realized that the founder created this brand because she, I believe she struggles herself with rosacea and had a really hard time finding beauty products that performed well on her skin, that covered the way she wanted them to, that didn't irritate her skin. So a lot of their products, if not all of them, have those skincare, gentle, soothing type of ingredients to them. So it does really focus heavily on like skincare infused makeup. And I am kind of sad it took me this long to try them because they're really good. And it's a shame also because they're not currently retailed at like Sephora or Ulta or Credo Beauty or Detox Market, where you typically will find cleaner beauty products or beauty products in general. So that was another thing that kind of hesitated from ordering from them, was because return policies can be difficult and tricky. Checking out colors in stores can be tricky. So I'm hoping that my video can help you guys see some of the colors in action and help you maybe give them a try, because I'm so impressed. So to start the look off, we are going to be talking about their new lip scrub. It's their 3-in-1 lip scrubbing mask, which is so good if you want, like the way my lips look right now, they have this like plumpness to them. It's because I started out my makeup look with this routine. They also have this new night serum that I used after the treatment to kind of just help keep hydrate and plump the lips before we did makeup. Then like I showed you, we do have concealer, and I feel like these are their hero products, the concealer, the lip serum. Their mascara is a hero product too, I think, but I just didn't get that. And then I got to make my own palette. I bought that with my own money. The rest of the stuff they gifted to me. So I picked out these shades and I'm using them in today's look. So if you want to see a little bit more about how Fitglow Beauty performs on my normal, oily, acne-prone, very sensitive skin, then let's get to it and keep watching. So to start this look, we're going to treat the lips because we're featuring the 3-in-1 lip scrubbing mask and the night serum, the lip color night serum. This is good on its own, like if you just like a clear gloss. But if you're somebody who's finding like that you're losing the volume in your lips and you just have chronically dry lips, this duo is gonna be like, using SPF every day is as important for your face. This is gonna be as important for your lips. So, all right, to begin, we're gonna start with the scrub part, and looks like that. Very fun and bright pink. It has blueberry and cranberry seeds. Fitglow also sends this very handy branded tool. One side is to scoop out the product so you're not contaminating it by putting your fingers in it every time. And then it has this cooling metal massager to kind of massage the product into your lips. I'm gonna scoop a little bit out. You do not need much of this. That is probably plenty. And then I'm just gonna wipe it onto my lips and use the massaging side to kind of buff it on. So when I get this on, what I find has worked best the few times I've used it is I kind of just get it on the lips first, and once I feel like it's got a nice layer on, I let it sit for like a couple minutes. Probably the longer the better. I don't particularly have the driest lips, but I like doing treatments like this if I want my lips to look particularly juicy and a little more plump. So we're gonna just let that sit. I'll do a little time lapse and then we'll come back when I'm ready to scrub it. So 2 minutes went by, didn't leave it on super long. You can totally leave it on longer, 5-10 minutes if you have very dry, flaky lips. Mine feel very juicy. I can see like the oil in the product has like melted and it's starting to like penetrate the lips. So you can then go back in again if you want, now that things are like more melty on the lips, and continue to scrub this in and work that serum and that treatment that's in the scrub into the lip. That way it's like getting all the goodness into your lips before you wipe off the product. Okay? Now, I like to take a damp washcloth. I love these ones that are like charcoal colored because you won't see any staining when you wash them. I'm gonna just wipe off the applicator so it's clean. And then I'm gonna go in and just gently buff this off. If you have flaky dry lips, buffing off with a damp washcloth is gonna help encourage the dry flaky skin to kind of come off. So the scrubs not only help remove those dead flaky skin cells, which you totally can see on your washcloth. It's kind of gross, but satisfying. But it also is gonna help bring blood flow to the lips, which is gonna give them that more plump, juicy look. You can probably tell the difference from the first clip till now. The difference in the plumpness and juiciness of my upper lip especially. Then we're gonna finish it off, because now that your skin on your lips are nice and deeply exfoliated and they have that treatment in them, they feel soft, but you don't want that, moisture to just go away. And when our skin is freshly exfoliated, no matter if it's our face or our lips, we want to seal that in and put a moisturizer on. So that's what this serum is kind of gonna do, along with a lot of other things. It has vegan collagen in it, it has plant sterols, it's got a lot of ceramides. You can just feel it, feels very nourishing on the lips. So we're just gonna pop this on. This is great, not only as your night treatment, but if you just struggle with dry lips during the day, you'll see it's not like super glossy. So you can just pop this on during the day. It's very easy and comfortable to wear. You can also layer on the Fitglow lip colors on top if you want like a little bit color, but there you go. So that is the lip duo. I'm really enjoying both of them to have in my routine. Never a thing for me normally to struggle with the dry lips, but traveling really will wipe out the hydration. And sometimes it's so bad it will end up cracking my lips and then I'll get a cold sore and it's a whole mess. So I'm really happy that I have this scrub now, and this serum I'm gonna bring it with me on an upcoming few trips that we have this summer. So thank you so much to Fitglow for sending me this set. It's very beautiful. Okay, with that said, let's get to the makeup look. Since my skin is not in the best position, let's start with the concealer on spots on my skin. Now, the only reason I'm doing this is because I want to show you guys the coverage level of the concealer without foundation on, because I know not all of you wear foundation and you're curious about the concealer. I typically do not use concealer until after my foundation. I like to let the foundation do the bulk of the work, and then I'll spot conceal where I still need some more coverage. I find that when I use concealer before foundation, I do feel like I'm kind of rubbing it away, especially if I'm using a brush application. And I just feel like I'm wasting the concealer then, because half the time after I put my foundation on, I then need to put concealer on again. All right, we got a little friend up here. Actually, I got a few friends up here. And here is a friend. Here we go here. We go in here. We got lots of friends and some what's it called? Post hyperpigmentation, where I just get scarring very easily if there's a breakout. Even if it wasn't like a breakout I picked out, I scar easily. I mark up easily. Oops. There was some of those little exfoliated beads there. All right, I'm not gonna do it on my under eyes. Do you want me to do it on my under eyes? You probably do. All right, let's first blend this out and then we'll do the under eyes. We're just gonna pat this in. Now, I will tell you, this concealer, it's so skincare infused. You can feel like the skincare ingredients in it. So it actually probably blends out the best using the warmth of your hands, your fingers. It's gonna really kind of push that product into the skin and look like your skin. So you can see like pretty good coverage, right? Isn't that crazy? This is shade 3.7 in case I didn't put on the screen. So I'm just gonna continue to blend it in. I don't love using my finger. If you watch my channel a lot, you know I hate the feel of like makeup on my fingers, but they truly are some of the best tools, especially for complexion like products if you're using creams and liquids, because the warmth of your finger can really blend it in and it really pushes the product into the skin versus like having it lay on top. So there you go there. Honestly, I'm a big fan of spot concealing for the summer, like if you don't want to wear a full face of makeup. I need a little bit of a brush here because I went a little heavy-handed. You don't need a lot. It reminds me of two things. A little bit of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, like that tacky texture, a little bit, but much more lightweight. And a little bit of the RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer, but this has better coverage. So it's interesting. It's lighter, more lightweight than the IT Cosmetics, but more coverage than the RMS Beauty. All right, so that's the complexion all blended out. Look at that. I even have one down here. It's been a week. I'll do one eye first to show you. All right, that's probably a lot to be completely transparent with you all, but I just want to show you. So first I'll blend it out with my finger and then I'll buff it out with the brush. Ooh. I'm looking into my mirror here. But take a look at that. Doesn't it give you that IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye vibe, like when they do the before and after? It just is less cakey. Like the IT Cosmetics one for me would always like heavily settle into that crease you have under your eye. That's not a fine line, guys. That's like a normal crease that like even kids have. But it would settle there and then it would look bad. With this one, it doesn't do that nearly as much. So, all right, I'm gonna go in and do the other eye now. So both eyes are concealed, the whole face is concealed. It looks a little light. So we are gonna now go in with foundation. I really don't know what I want to use today, to be completely honest with you guys. I guess I'll just use the NARS Light Reflecting. It's right here. I know it'll give me a little more color right now. I look pretty pale. And I'm not gonna need too much of it. I'm gonna just start with 2 pumps and see how that goes. Now I will set the under eye area, and I use the Charlotte Tilbury most of the time. I do have this Pat McGrath one, but I find it's like very white under my eyes. So ironically, the Charlotte Tilbury one is in fair, but it works. For the rest of the face, sometimes I set the full face, sometimes I don't. I feel like I want to set it today just because I'm not having such a great skin day. I don't know what powder I want to use. I've been using this List one because it's right here in front of me. I've even hit pan on it. So I guess I'll just use that. A light dusting of this everywhere. Look, I wanna just get these brows on and save some time, so I'll be right back. Let's start with the eyes using this palette. So I picked these shades. They have a good variety of neutrals, everyday colors. There's a few colors that you could totally use as blushes, a couple colors that are good for bronzer, and then like a good bunch of like neutral eyeshadows. So the idea is that these are face and eye friendly. The palette is looking a little bright on screen. It's a little bit better. So I have Sun-Kissed, so I have Golden Hour, which is like a highlight lid color. Then I have the one next to it, which is Soft Brown, which is more of like a matte transition color, and you can use this as contour and bronzer. Then this one is Sun-Kissed, which I do wish I got. I think it's called Nicely. This one I want it to be like a blush bronzer, like a blush and something I could put through the crease. It's just a little too light for my skin tone. I think Nicely would have been a little bit more of a pop of color, but it's still really pretty. And if you're more fair than me, you'll love it for like blush and eyeshadow. And then the darkest one I have here is very similar to Soft Brown, but it's very more metallic, and it's called Luxe Bronze. I don't think I would use this one on the face too much, but it makes a really beautiful smoky bronzy brown eyeshadow. And I just like to use this for darkening up the crease. So we're gonna use this on the face and the eyes today. Look, I actually am gonna go in with my finger using the lightest shade, that highlight color. These are so pigmented, these like talc-free eyeshadow, whatever you wanna call them. I think they just call them like multi-purpose powders, I don't know. but I just, look at that. It's so pretty, right? I'm gonna put this on first, and then when I do my like transition colors, it'll kind of like soften and blend it out. All right, so now I'm gonna take my fluffy crease brush, blending brush. This is the Morphe M504. I've been loving this, and I'm gonna go in with soft brown and just smash that right through the crease and pull it outward towards the brow. This is what all the girls are doing these days. Kind of gives you a slightly more lifted look.
Extend it past your brow. 70s.
And then I do like to take a little bit of these colors under the eye. Then same thing with that pinky color to kind of give it some continuity, but it's still really buttery and smooth. They're all beautiful shadows. I am so impressed. Oh, my daughter just got home from ballerina class. I hear her downstairs. I wish they didn't come just as like singles in a cardboard packaging, because you're kind of forced to buy at least 4 so you can have a palette. Otherwise, they're just in these kind of not convenient single cardboard packaging, because they're just stunning, okay? I did not feel bad at all buying these as singles. It was a little pricey, but now that I have them and I know the quality, I don't regret it, because these are colors I would use every day. This is like a go-to palette. I'm gonna travel with this summer. It's just really nice. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to a smaller fluffy brush. This is the MAC 217. Very similar one would be the Morphe M433. I'm just gonna use this one. I like this one to kind of just intensify the outer corner. I'm gonna use that Luxe Bronze. Just tap it in very lightly because these are very pigmented. And I'm just gonna pop it right here in the outer corner and pull it down a little bit. Now I will take what I've been doing for almost every single day of my life, is a nude liner in the waterline. This is the Essence nude liner. It's $3.99. And then we're gonna go in and take those shadows with a smaller brush. This is the Morphe 213, and kind of mimic what I did. So I'm gonna take soft brown again and do like a right underneath where that liner is. Then take that blushy color, Sunkissed, same idea. And then the Luxe Bronze to really kind of intensify that eye look. All right, so for liner, I'm probably gonna do a Kylie brown liner. This is the Kylie Shimmery Brown eye pencil, and what I do is I just do a little bit here on the outer half, kind of messy, and then I'll take that same, what's that, Morphe brush that I used for the lower lashes, and hold it at the edge to give a lighter application, buff that into the lash line, and pull it up and out, kind of like I was winging it, but for the sake of like what's the easiest and most flattering look, yeah, precision is not your friend, and I totally agree with that. You could even do, if you want it to like get a little more bold, do the same thing, like take it on the lower lashes too, and then smudge it out. I don't put it on the lower lash line, I mean not the inner waterline, but just outside where I put all that shadow. Okay, let's do the rest of the face with the palette. So again, starting the face look, we're going to highlight first. I find putting the highlight on first, especially a highlight that's very intense like this one, putting it on first allows the other like blushes and bronzer colors to mesh with it a little bit more, so it doesn't look as fake as it could sometimes. So I'm using my Pro Highlight 98 brush from Sephora in the highlight color. This is gonna be intense. I don't know if the camera's gonna even pick it up as intense as it is, but I'm not a big highlight user lately. I find, again, it's just enhancing texture on my skin as I'm getting older and as I'm going through IVF treatment. I've mentioned this a few times on some videos, but I am actively going through infertility treatments. My skin has just been a little wacky with breaking out, so texture and breakouts and highlight are not good friends, but I still want to show you how it looks. All right, I'm gonna use this Makeup by Mario dual side dip brush and do the bronzer. So I'm gonna use the fluffier side and soft brown as my kind of like a contour, because it is a little bit more on the cooler side, and just buff that on. It's a great bronzer, even on my like medium to olive skin tone. Look, it's just giving so much life back to my face. That was missing. A little bit on the nose, definitely down here on the chin, the jawline, especially back here. So a lot of us will contour the jawline here. Don't forget this part, like that part where people want that like definition. I don't know, I find that that's making a big difference. You know, you can see that shadow a little bit more. Okay, now I pat. Again, this is the patting motion prevents that skippage that sometimes can happen with powders. So patting, especially on the cheek, I don't know. I'm finding that that's a much easier way to prevent the skipping. And then I will take the Sun-Kissed. This is not going to show up too much on me, but it does kind of give a little bit of a peachy warmth. I will probably pop on a different blush as well to bring up a little more color, but for every day while I don't have a tan, it's pretty nice. Like I said, if you're fairer than me, this will look great. Now, you see how that kind of toned down that highlight, and now you're only seeing it pop where like the highest points of my face is, and that's what I want. I don't want it like being so ridiculously obvious. All right, what are we thinking so far? I'm gonna go pop on mascara. I'll be right back, and then we'll do the lip. I'm gonna pat off the extra serum. The lips feel so hydrated. They still have such a pretty color to them, but we're gonna pop on the Nudie Lip Color Serum. This is like a pretty nude pink. I normally do a lip liner. I'm just gonna show you guys what it looks like without it, and then I'll add the lip liner after. But look at that, it's like my lip color now that my lips are nice and healthy. This feels like a hybrid. It does feel like a treatment. It doesn't feel like lip gloss. It feels like a cream liquid lipstick in a tube with like a lip treatment infused into it. And that is the full look. So this is like a perfect everyday face for me. You know what? I forgot to do my last brow thing. So I always, at the very end of my looks, I always will take like a tinted brow gel and brush it through. That way if there's any like powder remnants that are on the brow hairs, it doesn't mask them. So I'll just do a little bit of that. Oops. These are like my favorite kind of everyday colors. I love like a warm, bronzy, glowy look with like a little bit of a pop of pinky or peachy on the lip. That's just my go-to, and so I really like the way that this all came out. I might add a little more of the blush, like I said. My one thing is I wish I got like the different color, the Nicely blush, but I can pack this on and it gives me a little bit more life if I really need to, and I will. Like, I'll just bring this with me on vacation, and it's gonna be great. That is my Fitglow look. What do you guys think? Isn't it crazy that this is what's on my eyes and this is what's on my face? All right, guys, I hope that helps you kind of see the products in action, get an idea if you think that this is a brand that you want to try. I did have somebody on Instagram tell me recently that she splurged on a full face of Fitglow. I think she's a little more mature in age than me, and she says it's like some of her favorite makeup ever. When she puts it on, she feels gorgeous, and it's like her favorite makeup look. So I think that says a lot when you can wear like a full face of one brand and you really love the way it looks, and I can see that. Like, I feel that way now, and I only have the concealer, the lip serum, and this palette. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later.